please. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for being here today. My name is Mitzi. We'll be doing some yoga today for about 40 minutes. We'll start off with a little bit of a meditation, and then we will go into some breathing and soft movements, some stretching, dynamic stretching, and then we will get more movement going. We might have a little balance challenge in there, so be ready. You're welcome to make sure you have enough space, have blocks if you have them. We're not going to use them today, though. And have some water just in case at any point. If you need to take a break and go into a child's pose or just sit up and take a moment, if anything's cramping, please feel free to do so. This is your practice, and I'm just here to guide you through it. So go ahead and start in a seated position where you're going to cross at your shins. And I'm going to scoot back so you all can see me. As you're seated there, I want you to think about your intention for today's practice. Do you want to focus more on just being in the moment? Focusing more on maybe the details of how you move and transition through your postures, whatever that may be for you. Allow your eyes to close if that's comfortable. Then I want you to place your palms facing up if you're allowing that to come in to your life, to your practice right now. But if you want to feel more grounded and be in the moment, you're welcome to place your palms down. I'll allow you to take a deep breath slowly in through your nose. Pause when you're full, and then exhale through your mouth. And then sigh it out, so open your mouth a little wider. Inhale through your nose. Deep down to your belly, and exhale it out. We'll do one more. Inhale slowly. Exhale it out. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, but I want you to inhale your arms up and over your head. Reach tall. Exhale, releasing back down to your lap, or maybe just on the sides. Keep that tall posture by pressing into your glutes, into your sitting bones. Belly button is slightly tucked in to keep that strong foundation throughout your core, keep you lifted, slightly bringing those shoulders back and down, neck is long. The crown of your head is pointing up towards the clouds, up towards the sky. One more inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, release behind you, interlace. Lift up tall, tilt your head back slightly. And hold here for a few seconds, a few breaths. So inhale and then exhale is a round breath. And hold it there. Keep that breath going. Take one more deep inhale. And then exhale, release. Right, go ahead and shake those shoulders out. Then from here, if you haven't yet, extend your legs out long. I want you to point your toes up, roll the shoulders back. Inhale your arms, then exhale halfway. Keep those arms or your biceps by your ears. And hold there. We're only going about a quarter or a third of the way. Then inhale back up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, about a quarter of the way or a third of the way. Remember, if we feel any pain, stop before you feel that, or right when you feel a slight discomfort. Inhale back up. Well, we're gonna do two more. Exhale, hold it here. Might feel a little shaking in the legs because we're engaging them, so keep them engaged. Toes are still pointing up to your face or towards the sky. Inhale, come up. One more, exhale, maybe you go a touch further. Over there. Abs are tucked in. And then keeping your body, your torso where it is, exhale, release your palms on your shins, maybe on your thighs, whichever is comfortable. If you're able to reach, maybe you reach for your toes or just your big toe. Find what's comfortable for you. Keep holding it, keep breathing. Then exhale, come back up, shake it out, shake those legs out. Then bring your right leg in, still keeping that front ankle flex, shoulders back. Inhale. And then exhale, reaching towards your shin, maybe the bottom of your foot. Try to keep that alignment facing your toes as best as possible, even if it's right here. And always keep a slight bend in those knees. hold for 2 more breaths. Keep that long spine. Just be aware of your body. Be aware of what's uncomfortable, what pulls, what pinches. Learn how to navigate your body a little bit as you move. Coming back up, switch it out. Inhale, then exhale, release, hinge at the hips. Keep a slight bend, slight bend in the knees, ankle is flexed. Keep that long torso, lengthen your neck. One more deep breath. Hold it there as you exhale. Inhale your way back up. Now both feet together. Shake it out in between if you need to. Like I said, sometimes you get like little cramps in your feet, especially if we're not used to moving our bodies this way. So release those shoulders back. Then let those knees come out. Even if it's up here, do what you can. Don't feel like you have to force your knees down. Don't ever force anything. You may push a little bit, but be safe. Listen to your body, listen to those joints. Then imagine holding onto your feet like you're reading a book and you're opening up your feet to the sides. That may allow a little bit more opening in your hips. Keep that length in your spine, your chest is lifted, slightly lean forward. Hold it there for 4. Keep breathing. 2. On your inhale, come back up. Shake out those legs again. Right, now we're gonna keep one leg out in front. Let's bring our right leg back. We're gonna try to sit here. If you need to hold it here, that's fine. And just kind of play with this posture. I want you to try to bring that front leg a little bit closer, like your foot is almost touching your thigh, maybe it is. And see if you're able to stand up. And this is a good spot where if you had a block or maybe some books, you would press into it to hold you up if that's not available without them. Or make tents with your hands. Sitting up tall here. Hopefully this back foot isn't crampy. Hopefully it's okay. Nice long chest, and as you exhale, start making your way towards the floor and just hold it where you need to, where you feel the stretch. You may feel it in your outer thighs, your inner thighs. And be mindful of that front knee, even the back one. And if it's available, make your way down toward your forearms. And really feel that stretch. Everyone's gonna feel it in a different area, or you may feel it in all the areas, right? Depending how tight we are. Hold for about 2 more breaths. As you inhale, imagine that air coming down through your throat, your heart. As it passes through your lungs, imagine it flowing down to your belly. And softly exhale it out through your mouth. One more deep breath in through your nose. Watch it travel through your heart, lungs, belly, down to your hips. Exhale it out. Slowly inhale your way back up to that seated position. Good, and then slowly lift up those knees. And I want you to just flop on over to the other side. Hopefully we were able to do that. I'm gonna switch over so you can see me. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can switch over too. Just be mindful of how you move. So once we're here, lifting up tall, just like we did on that first side, and take your time as you make your way towards the floor or stay right where you need to. Take a few breaths here. Come down whenever you're ready or stay where you are. And then again, imagining that breath. Watch those inhales, keep them as long as your exhales. Take 2 more on your own. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, slowly bring your palms under your shoulders, lifting yourself up. Yes, right there. And if you were able to do that one move we did the last time, maybe you come back up here. And I want you to keep going back and forth. Take your time as you do this. It's almost like you're massaging your glutes too on the floor, right? Showing those glutes some love. We'll do about 2 more. Coming up, be gentle with those knees. Take your time as you go back and forth. Trying to come up, straight up every time. Finish your last set here. I don't believe we made it back. Lift up that back knee, extend those legs, shake it off. Then I want you to find your mat. Go ahead and align yourself evenly in the center of it. Keep those knees bent and slowly make your way down towards on your back, on your mat. Tuck those shoulder blades underneath you. Bend the knees a little more. Inhale your arms up and over, interlace. Extend, fully extend. And exhale, bring your hands back down. I want you to place your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Breathe in deep through your nose, let your belly float up, expanding your palms. Pause when you're full. And then exhale slowly for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale for 4, 3, 2. Pause on 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Relax your hands by your sides. Palms facing up or down, whichever feels comfortable for you. And then begin to bring both knees, or one at a time if that feels better. Hug that knee in. And just do a few of those on your own. When you're ready, hugging both knees in towards your chest. And then begin to rock side to side. Massaging your low back. And then just pick one side to allow those knees to gently release. Extend your arms out in a T and face the opposite direction. And we're going to feel that good stretch on the arm that's away from our hips. Kind of play with it. If you need to bring it up higher, feel free to do so. If you want to bring it up lower or straight back. But as long as you feel a stretch that's comfortable for you, allow your arm to come in if you need a break, and then extend when you're ready. Allow your eyes to close as well. Notice how your hips feel, your back. Even your hands, your toes, the neck. How's that spine doing? Take one more inhale. And try to fall deeper into this posture as you exhale. Breathe those knees back up. And just sway side to side. Hug the knees in if you prefer. One more massage here on that low back. And letting the knees fall to the other side. Extend those arms and face the opposite direction. Fully extend. Gently moving your arm up and down. Notice how that stretch moves. You might feel a pop depending how you are feeling today. Just be gentle with your body and take note. Do a body check again. How your toes and fingers feeling, spine, your neck, hips. Are we holding tension anywhere? Sometimes we feel like we have to hold our legs up, but then let them go slowly as you exhale, falling deeper each time into that posture. One more deep breath. On your inhale, coming back up to center. And right here where you are, keeping your feet hip width apart, just sway those knees side to side. And then pause in the center. Go ahead and find your right leg. Bring it up towards the sky. Press that heel towards the ceiling. And then interlace your palms or your fingers behind your thigh. Hopefully we can reach and hold it there. This is a good way to stretch the glutes and hamstrings. If it's difficult for you, you could always find a belt and loop it behind if that's helpful. And then from here, hopefully we can walk our hands up closer. Stay where you are or come up, just avoid holding on your knee. Then gently release, bend the knee, place your foot down. Switch it out, interlace behind. Press that heel up towards the sky. Hold it there for a couple breaths. Walk those hands up when you're ready, bringing your shin closer to your face. Keep that other knee pointing to your toe as best as you can. And then bend the knee and release it down. We're gonna do that one more time on each side. Hopefully, we'll go a little deeper, hug it in, extend, walk it up when you're ready. Try to challenge yourself, but again, listen to your body. Avoid forcing any of the stretches or any of the postures. Ease into them every time. To get a deeper stretch, point the toes even closer towards your shin, towards your face. You can feel it back here in your glute, your hamstring, maybe even your calf muscles. Slight bend in the knee, and begin to bend, release. Switch, other side. Hold it there, walk those hands up when you're ready. Breathe throughout the stretches. Always keep that breath going. And begin to release, bend, and place your feet down. Wiggle your toes. All right, hug those knees in, gently rock forward and back. And come up into a seated position. From here, keep it going and place your palms out in front of you. However you need to get there, take your time, and then place your palms underneath your shoulders. Remember, we're opening up slightly to have a stronger foundation. If we need to go slightly wider than our shoulder width, that's fine too. Knees are directly underneath our hips, and then toenails, press them into your nuts. And from here, a few cat and cows. Inhale as you lift your head up, tailbone points up, exhale, round the back. Inhale, come up, let your belly come down. Exhale, rounding your back. One more, inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, find a neutral spine, flat back. Belly button is tucked into your spine. And then inhale your opposite arm, opposite leg. Point your toes if that feels better. Then exhale, drive it in, round the back, knee to elbow. It does not have to touch. Aim for it. Inhale as you extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale once more, hold it there. Keep that gaze about a foot or two in front of your mat. Long spine, long neck. 4, 3, belly buttons tucked in. And exhale, release. Sway the hips side to side. Establish your foundation again. Strong palms, evenness throughout your shins and the tops of your feet. And then extend your other opposites. Fully extend. Breathe it in. Exhale, round the back. Knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. As you extend, squeeze your glute. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I think we have one more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. And then inhale. Hold it there. Remember to gaze out in front. Evenness through your back. Strong posture. And then release here. Sway those hips. Bring your big toes together. Open up those knees. And hips back and down. Extend your arms out in front. If you want a deeper stretch on your shoulders, bring your palms together, bring them over your head. Breathe into your ribs, hips. One more deep breath. And release your palms down, walk those hands underneath. Briefly finding your tabletop position. Great. Then open up your palms a little bit wider. Tuck your toes in this time, and then floating up about 4 to 5 inches. Hold that belly button in, long spine, then press back into a deep downward dog. Lengthen through your spine and your arms. Knees are still pretty bent, super bent maybe. And then imagine pressing your chest into your thighs. Take one more deep breath, and then exhale out. Walk those feet closer to your palms. Hold it here, reach for opposite elbows, sway side to side. Release your palms towards the floor in one vertebrae at a time, just lifting up, curling your way up. Head is the last one to come up and roll your shoulders back, down. Shake out those legs if you need to, sway the hips. Good. Keep that strong posture. I'm gonna face forward just so you can see me. Let's stay where you are. Then allow your eyes to either stay closed or you can open them up. Then inhale your arms up and over. Then exhale, going into heart center, press into your palms and feel your biceps working here. Press into your feet like you're ripping your mat apart and work those outer hips. Then on your next exhale, release your palms down. Inhale, reach forward. On your exhale, press your hips back and down. Still ripping that mat apart as you can, as much as you can with your feet still grounded into your mat. From the side, right here, hold it there. So this is like a yoga squat, going into chair position. Go a little deeper if you can. You're still breathing. One more breath in. On your exhale, release down. Inhale, flat back, hands on your shins. Hold it there. As flat as you can. One more breath in. Then exhale, press your palms down, stepping back into a plank. Release the knees, then your chest. Slowly, 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 elbows tucked in. And then just place your right ear onto your mat. Relax your heels, your legs, your feet. Take a couple rounds of breath here. We're gonna get to do that chair thing again, so get excited. Then turn your head the other way, couple breaths. From here, I'm gonna come back and face you. And I'm gonna bring my palm in. We did this last time. As I bring my palm in, the other arm is behind me, pointing to 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, depending on which arm you're doing. So from the front, it looks like this. You're placing or peeling yourself off of your mat. That top leg comes behind your thigh and you just hold it there. Maybe you come up, maybe you stay here. So try to gently move into that. I'm going to show you from the other way. Bringing this arm closer to my chest, peeling this side of my body. This arm stays right where it is, the one closest to you. I want you to just do a few of those. Notice how slow I am moving. Take your time as you do this. Depending on the day, sometimes this feels better than others. Other days, take it slowly. We'll do one more on each side. Last one here for me. Hopefully you got 1 or 2 left as well. And as you come back to center, bring your palms under your shoulders. Belly button is strong so that you have a strong foundation throughout your core. Lift your feet so you bend those knees and hug those elbows in. So no chicken wings. Evenness as you press up into that plank on your knees. Toes come down, full plank, and then press into your downward dog, slightly bending those knees. Walk your dog if you feel good doing so. A little calf stretch here, hamstrings. Breathe it in as you exhale, lengthen through your spine, your arms. And then walk those feet in. Opposite elbows sway side to side. Release your palms down, curl it up slowly. Shoulders back and down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, heart center, press into your palms. Stand up tall. And from root to rise, firming down into your feet. Engaging your quads, press your kneecaps into your legs. Squeeze your glutes. Tailbone is pointing down toward your mat. Press into the palms a little bit more. Tall chest, tall crown at the top of your head. On your next inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. Interlace this time and then lean over to the right side. Inhale back up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one here. Exhale and come back as you inhale to center. Hold it there. And exhale, release down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, one more heart center. This time, inhale about halfway, bringing those hips back. Finding that chair position, root down into your feet, rip that mat apart. Feel the outer glutes working, then go a little deeper. Okay, knees are pointing to your toes. Try to keep the toes behind your knees behind your toes. Still pressing into your heels, glutes slightly lifting the toes up. Make sure that we're not here. Keeping a nice, flat, long spine. Shoulders back and down. A little deeper if you're ready. One more breath in. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back, hands on your shins. Hold it here. Still engaging your back side by pressing firmly into your feet. On your next exhale, release down. Step back into your plank. Hold it here as you inhale. Exhale, release your knees. Then your chest. Then placing your ear onto your mat. Take a breath or two. Switch it over to the other side. And then like we did before, we're going to do our extended arm in a T. Bringing one palm in and pressing and peeling that side of our bodies away from our mat. Make sure that foot comes firmly behind your calf. To hold you, remember, stay here if you prefer. Hold it a little longer this time. And slowly make your way back to your belly. Switch out, other side. Place it back down. We'll do one more on each side. Take your time as you transition from one side to the other. Depending on your body, this is a good time if you need like a little pillow or rolling a towel underneath your head or a block, you're welcome to it. Make your way back down. Let's hit the other side. Last one. Good breaths. And exhale your way back down to your belly. Bring your palms under your shoulders. And then go ahead and face your mat and hover your face over your mat. Place your palms behind you. Palms are facing up by your hips. We're going to squeeze our thighs together, point our toes. We're going to lift up slowly, maybe 2 to 3 inches. Then exhale, coming back down, hovering over your mat with your face. Then inhale, come up. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, engage your backside from shoulders down to your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale. And exhale, bring your palms back down. Another way to do this is with your palms here. So being mindful, keeping your feet down or keeping your feet up. So let's take a little break. One deep breath. Breathe it in through your nose, down to your chest and belly. And exhale it out. All right, hover your face over your mat. Squeeze your thighs and your glutes. Bend the knee. Belly button's tucked in, evenly pressing up. Coming back. Then bring your knees in, toes together. Open up the knees away from each other. Find your child's pose. Second child's pose for today. Palms over your head if that feels good, or keep them right here. Take a deeper inhale. Open wide as you exhale. And then walk your hands over towards the right side, breathing into your ribs. And walk it over to the other side. We'll do that one more time. Come back to that first side. Breathe into that side body. Your shoulders, hips. Let's come back. Stay even as best as you can. Breathe it in. Soft exhales, keeping those inhales and exhales as even as possible. Make your way back to center. Last time here, breathe it in. Exhale it out. Good, and bring your palms under your shoulders. And we have a little bit of time to go into pigeon. So this is one where if you need to roll up a towel to place underneath your hip, you can. I'll show you with the block, just in case. You might need it later if you want to try it on your own, you can. And then I'll show you without it. So bringing yourself into a tabletop, and then extend one leg behind, then exhale, drive it in towards your elbow, release it down by your wrist. And then this foot's gonna come forward. So I'm gonna turn forward so you can see what that looks like. Extend, exhale it in, and walking that foot up. This is when we start to get some cramping sometimes. So ease into it, transition slowly. This back foot is just walking back, so that you feel that good stretch through your hip. Take it slow. And keep your hands right here. The block would just go underneath right here, in case you needed it, or a roll of towel. All right, sometimes it helps to have that support. Other times you may not need it. So it kind of depends on you. Just holding it here, you're welcome to go deeper into your posture, towards your mat, forehead toward your mat. Just make sure you keep your hips squared over your mat. So making sure we're not lifted. So we want to make sure thighs, hips over the mat. And just hold it there. We're gonna take like a full minute here. Gonna let it marinate for a bit. So at any point, if you need to come out of it, in case you start to feel that stretch, please do so. And then come back in when you're ready. So one full minute here. Focus on your own breath. With every inhale, bring that air deep down to your belly, your hips. You might feel it in your glutes and your thighs. It depends on your body. Then begin to deepen your breath. Start bringing your palms under your shoulders. From here, releasing that hip down slowly and letting that other leg come forward. Place your heel below or above your knee, depending on how you feel, and hug it in. Nice, strong twist without having to twist. However, feel free to inhale, hug that leg closer, twist a little deeper. I'm gonna stay here today just because this feels good right now. So find what works for you. Take a few breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Softly exhale through your mouth. On the next exhale, releasing that leg back. Briefly finding your pigeon posture, and then allow the back leg to lift you up. Release your knees down, sway side to side. Work out any kinks you may have going on. And then we'll do the other side. Inhale, exhale, driving in. Bring that foot forward in front of your other knee. Walk your toes back. Hold it here. Remember, we're going to stay a full minute here. But before we start that minute, just focus on bringing your hips over the mat, adjusting that foot where it needs to. And then begin to come down to your forearms or stay where you are. Breathe. Breathing into those ribs, hips and inner thighs. Notice where you feel this. As you exhale, letting go of any tension you're holding. Imagine yourself melting into your mat. And slowly begin to inhale, bring your palms underneath. Letting that other hip come down. Leg comes all the way up and around, below our knee or above it. Hug it in, going as deep as you want into this posture. Take a few breaths here, lifting up tall from our chest to the tops of our heads. On your next exhale, release your leg back. Find a brief pigeon. Find your tabletop, sway those hips. And then from here, just let your feet come to one side. Either side is fine. We're going to lay back down onto our mat as we find your way towards our Shavasana. Release the shoulders down, palms behind you to slowly get you to landing back. Keep the knees bent for now. Like we did before in our practice as we opened up, swaying those knees side to side, kind of massaging our back. Allow the knees to come up if you prefer. Do a few rounds of that. Go to pause, extend those legs long. Inhale your arms up and over, interlace, point your toes. Then exhale your palms down, facing up, tuck your shoulder blades underneath. I want you to reflect on today's practice. Do a quick body check from head to toe. And gently slowing down the breath. Forehead feels heavy, eyelids are heavy. Unclenching your jaw, just relaxing, letting go of all your efforts from today's practice. At any point, if you feel any thoughts come by in your head, just acknowledge them, but release them right after. Coming back to your own breath. Imagine seeing your inhales as you breathe in, watching that air come all the way through down to your heart, your belly, all the way down to your feet. Slowly exhale it out. Shavasana. to deepen your breath. Find movement in your toes and your fingers. And bending one knee to the other. Placing your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and roll your whole body onto its right side. Placing your ear on your bicep. And place that front hand in front of your chest evenly as you come up. Press up. Cross out your shins or extend your legs out in front if that feels better. Placing your hands on your thighs, your knees. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, and if you feel more open after today's practice, bring your palms facing up. If you feel more grounded, place your palms facing down. Begin to evenly breathe in through your nose, deep down into your heart, belly. Gently exhale it out. Inhale your hands to heart center. Exhale as you bow down in gratitude. And being thankful that you allowed yourself to take the time for your own practice. Thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and lift your head up, blink your eyes open. Namaste.